Naples, super inflated prices and rent. A normal middle-class person can't afford a house or even rent. That's why people are leaving Naples. The thing is that I brought it up 3 or 4 months ago, and I got attacked for it. Everything's fine in Naples. It's a rich people's playground. And I'm going, no, no, this is not normal. I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at the places available, and it's huge. The number of homes for sale right now, huge. The number of places for rent, just really, really huge. So I knew months ago there was a problem, and it seemed like everybody was in denial. But now you look and you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it that there are just tons and tons of houses for sale and for rent. And the rent prices continue to drop. Month after month, they're dropping because they've been for rent forever. So I don't know the whole story of what's going on in Naples, but the Naples real estate market is in trouble. I noticed it 3-4 months ago, and now it's only getting worse. So I'll keep watching and I'll keep reporting on it, but Naples real estate is in trouble.
So sorry to hear about this. This is what's wrong with the UK. So under the current crisis that we've got, economic crisis that we've got, people are working hard. Kudos to you for getting a PhD and working, and now you can't afford to pay the rent. What's going on? So the taxpayers' money is happily paying for hotels for asylum seekers and immigrants, but they're unable to support people to continue paying the rent. It seems crazy. So the one thing that I did was speak to a local counsellor, and they were telling me that the same opportunity is going to be given to people that are unable to afford the rent. If the council can't accommodate them and rehome them, then they're going to be put up in hotels. So I would definitely seek out your MP, seek out a counsellor, and see if you can be put in a hotel. You've studied, you've paid into the system, and you're a taxpayer. Why should you not be able to have the same benefits that these asylum seekers? And the boat, the video with the boat, it's crazy the amount of money that is going into providing for people that are not in the UK, that have not paid into the system. It just blows my mind. So my heart goes out to you, and I pray and I wish things were different. But I'm going to be positive and believe that you are going to get the help that you need. God is good. Say your prayers and ask the angels for some help. All right. God bless you.
My rent goes out tomorrow and I'm heartbroken about it. It's daylight robbery, isn't it, rent? Like, I get it. I know. There's a roof over the head, but wow. Honestly, at this stage, I'd be better paying for a parking space in a tent. I think that would be better for me.
According to Reventure Consulting, rental inventory has piled up, growing 60% since May of this year. While vacancy rates have remained close to the lows, we are finally seeing these numbers turn around as the consumer gives up on the absurd asking prices we've been seeing for the last 2 years. If you remember the movie The Big Short, the first signs of the crash were in markets like Miami, Phoenix, and Vegas. And if we look at demand, prices, and supply in these areas right now, you can see history repeating itself.
I'm going to repeat this. I don't give two hoots about developers. I care about the people. I care about the hardworking people that can't afford to pay rent. I 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 can't afford to buy a home. Can't afford to buy a home. Can't afford to buy a home. That's who I care about.
There's something happening all around us right now. People are starving. They have nowhere to live. Millions are becoming homeless. Credit cards are at an all-time high. They're being maxed out. People can't afford the bills anymore. They can't afford to survive. It's not just in America, Britain, South America, everywhere you look. People can't afford their electric. They can't put gas in their cars. And everyone will blame the inflation. But when is it going to go down, they say? All of this is done on purpose. It's a global squeeze. And if you haven't felt it, since 2020 began, probably a lot sooner, then you'll definitely feel it now, because every bit of money that you have becomes worth less and less every single day. And one day, you wheel a wheelbarrow full of money down to the grocery store, and you still won't have enough to buy a loaf of bread. And I think that's the point we're coming to very quickly and very sadly. Be safe, everyone.
Charlie, I can't believe we're doing this.
Okay.
Because I know you, you know? You're homeless in Los Angeles, Pasadena. Tell me about it.
It's pretty rough being homeless in the City of Roses. It's I never thought here in Pasadena there would be homeless people, but yeah, I'm part of the community.
And you're part. How we first met, I should clarify, is you're part of the online support group for homeless people.
Yes, yes.
And when you first found us, oh my gosh, you had been beaten up. Looked horrible. You were mad at the world.
Yeah, yeah.
But you were video blogging about it. And then we met and went out to dinner a couple months back. And you're like the nicest guy in the world.
There's all sorts of type of homeless people. I mean, be surprised. I mean, crazy people, angry people, I don't know, happy people. And I've come across a lot of happy homeless people, and it's hard to believe that there are, but got to make the best out of what little you have.
Well, it's not just there's a lot of different homeless people. There's a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So look at Congress. There's nice people and nasty people and, angry people and happy people. And it's just the way humans are.
Yeah.
And homelessness is no different, except you don't have a home.
Exactly. I mean, there's politics in homeless communities. So, yeah, a lot of politics. So, yeah.
Now, you have a job.
Yes.
In fact, you announced it on a live stream.
Yes.
On an Invisible People live stream.
On your stream. I waited not to do it on my channel, but on yours. Because I wanted to surprise you first. You were the second person to know, but other than my friends, but definitely it was important for you to know.
Well, it's so awesome, but you have a full-time job.
Yes.
And where do you sleep?
Still sleeping on the streets. Yeah. It's hard. I guess maybe life is a little bit harder now also because now I'm accruing bills and more responsibilities in life and trying to maintain a steady job and everything. But
well, you got a shower. You've got to get there. It's downtown.
Yes.
There's transportation money. I don't think you're probably making six figures.
No.
Otherwise, you wouldn't.
Not anymore. No.
You wouldn't be sleeping outside.
No. Yeah.
So you're trying to get back up. So after you subtract all that, so where I'm going is most people think they look at a homeless person, they say all they need is a job. Well, you got a job.
I got a job.
And then after paycheck,
still no home.
I will try not to cry as I'm doing this, but I'm looking for a new place to live, and it's a fucking disaster. I've just went to see a 1-bedroom flat in Bristol. Finally, actually someone replied to my message, because I've been applying for things for almost a month and no one ever comes back. It was so bad. Oh my god, it was really, really bad. It was teeny tiny, which is hard to tell from pictures. There was mold everywhere, filth everywhere. There was a mattress without even a sheet on it, so you could see all the stains. Lovely. And there was no extraction fan in the kitchen, which would explain the mold everywhere. But what really got me was the audacity of this person. I said, I don't think this is worth $9.50 without bills. He said, There are 6 people after you, someone will take it.